Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy viewers. This is Grand Arena, the final match of Week 2, Season 43. We lost the last round, that was in the last video. Announced CL, much better roster, really solid defense, and the strategy that worked up against him the first time we faced him about 2 seasons ago, last 3v3, did not work this time around because of just the changes to his roster. His roster is just far stronger than it was. He attacked first, so we're not going to go into detail here. It's in the last video. But here's a quick look. I think this is a timeout thing, because I think had he wanted to continue, he probably could have. He kept stopping at certain points and just clearing out a little bit more. Well, I got caught up in here where my counters failed. And part of it I got in my own head, but just because I don't know what happened to Starkiller. That one almost always works like this. I feel like that's like a 99% win rate, and for whatever reason it failed on me. Fennec, that's a modding issue and an issue of not having the key relics, where it just opened me up to some vulnerabilities, but his mods were better and it took advantage. And then Malgus was me just messing up because I had messed up the first 2 battles and I was in my own head. The JML, though, I don't think I would have cleared it. We would have lost in either, even if everything went right. I don't think I had a way through this JML just because my JMK was held up. Was used up top up against Jabba. The only way I could have gotten through that is to have brought my Jabba from defense, which I wouldn't have done because I thought my strategy was going to work. For today's match and bracket, we got ourselves a special matchup. Spanky here, my opponent. He's a Twitch streamer. I will put a link down to his channel below. He's Cheeser on the Discord. I'm going to have to double check what his Twitch handle and the link is, so pay attention to that in the description. But this is an interesting match where he's definitely punching up. He's got a nice roster. He's smaller GP by a little less than 1 million. His Zetas are lower. His Omicrons are lower. But he has more GLs. He has more relics. His relics are distributed really well because he's got a lot of tier 8 relics that I don't, which does make me a lot more vulnerable. Mods were pretty close, even though I've got a lot more depth there. He's really good at the high end. I'm sure his modding is very strong. Datacrons, he's participating at a good rate, not at a crazy rate like I am, but this is not a non-participation issue. So there's pluses and minuses where we both have different strengths and weaknesses. In terms of the specific GLs, he has no Jabba, no Lord Vader. He has all of the older Galactic Legends. So that could help me out potentially. He is also a player who doesn't have Starkiller, no relics on the Iden or a fully farmed Iden, so that's going to help me out. His Traya is not usable, and no Traya Omicron, no Aphra. So all of these things are, you can start seeing where the depth of my roster is going to start compounding and make up for the fact that I have fewer relics, fewer higher relics, and fewer GLs. No third sister, and then we've got a Maul here. His Moff Gideon's not really usable, but he does have a 7-star Leviathan, and his Profundity is at 6 stars. My 4-star Leviathan's not really going to compete up against it. So I changed things around, which I should have done in round 1. I got away with one in round 1 because my opponent couldn't clear me either, because I had forgotten my Profundity on defense. My Profundity's now on offense. I put the Leviathan on defense, and we'll see if that makes any major changes. But for right now, we're going to take a look at the quality of his modding. Look at this in detail. His gas is at 303, so we'll use that as quick marker at 15, 20, 25, right around 25. And his final 300 speed character is actually C-3PO. So gas is at 303, watts at 300. He's got a lot of characters at 300, and then Dash is at 290, and you can start seeing Chewie, Chupio, Qui-Gon, Tech. Some characters that I like to have fast are a little bit slower, but nothing problematic here. His mods are very good, and he's pretty close to me. He's got 33 total characters at 300 speed or higher, which either is, it's right around where I'm at. He might have the advantage. I'd have to double check my counts. I don't recall right now. Well, let's look at this defense. We did do my Twitch stream prep on Saturday to prepare for this. It does not appear that he made any changes. I didn't really make any changes either, except for the fleet change that I previously mentioned. Here's a look at what I've got going on. We got Grievous, Gas, Mon Mothma, Maul, Chieftain with the Raider Omicron on the top territory. Down below we are looking at Qui-Gon, Dash, Malgus, Jabba, and CLS. And in the back territory, Trench, Finzori, Sortie, Sana, and Maul. I did change, I think last round, I put in Assassin instead of Trooper, or Sith Empire Trooper rather, because I wanted to bring Sith Empire Trooper to offense for last round. And I didn't end up using the team because things blew up in my face, and I couldn't get to the back wall to actually use it, but it was part of my prep. With fleets here, Leviathan is the change, Executor and Negotiator on defense. I think one advantage that I have here that I haven't mentioned yet is I think I have some things he's probably unfamiliar with, so we might be able to trip him up just because he hasn't seen some of these teams before. Although he does know that we are matched up together, we've already spoken, so he's probably scouted me out and prepared for my defense. He would have been able to see most of these teams in last week's history. There might be a team or two that's different that we've kind of... I know I had Tarfful on the back wall last week and he's not there anymore, so things like that might... things like that he won't be able to prepare for, but it's mainly the same. Top territory for him. We got a Nute, which we can Trooper, Finn, we got Poe, JTR, and we got Maul. The question for me is, do we do testing or because I would like to win, but at the same time, I would like to test out Scout Trooper, and we got some potentially interesting matches here that are worth doing some testing at. So on this territory, we got Malgus, Darth Revan, JTR, Hux, and Qui-Gon. So he's splitting his Sith Empire characters. That's something I actually don't recommend doing because I think the Malgus is significantly easier without Revan and Fallen, and Revan's not too much of a problem. But we'll see how I play this. We've got a bit of a strategy, and we might just get unlucky with some RNG too, like we did last round with Starkiller and Swolo, or Ray Swolo, which is where we are going to start. Bring this in. I need to make some 3v3 settings presets, but I already spent so much time making the 5v5 ones. I want this. Jump into the full screen and we're off. So here we go. We'll get rid of the crit hit immunity, stuns, and I want to get some big hits on Rey. I'm trying to remember if Cal was Cal part of the team last? Maybe that's why we lost. No, it wasn't Cal, it was JTR. I really don't know why my counter failed. I think it probably was modding. His was really fast. Okay, we're through the protection up. We should it's just basic. Let's get rid of this crit hit immunity now. Land a stun. Throw this down. Okay, we triggered the damage immunity. Let's focus on Swolo. Let's do this. Get a big hit. Maybe get some more stuns. Alright. What? What just happened? What do you mean draw time over? What? I didn't take that long. No, we didn't get the cat until... We did start the battle until after the cat. What was that? What was that? I feel like this happened to me before, not with a Starkiller, but it may have been a year. But I feel like I've had a match before that inexplicably ended early. What? Oh my god, that's frustrating. That's real frustrating. Alright. I'll have to look at that later. We're just gonna move on. Maybe it means we definitely do testing then. Yeah, I'll have to look at the footage. We will just move on with the plan. Fortunately, he's not setting a lot of GLs on defense, so I'm going to have other ways through that and to clean it up. It's fine. Let's just keep, like, I can use a JML there. I was going to use my JML up against Darth Revan. There's other things we can do to get through Darth Revan, especially without a Fallen on the squad. So, yeah, let's just do Sith Eternal Emperor here. Let's get some Sith. We will remember to bring a tank along this time. And I don't know what happened. Like, I seriously wonder if I just like my brain shut off for 5 minutes. And you guys just saw me staring at the screen. That's what I feel like right now. Like, the discipline it took not to be swearing. Alright, let's throw this on Marauder. Get them linked. We will be taking Sith Eternal Emperor to higher relics for next week. We just didn't have the signal data with the Leviathan. Now we do. With double drops and everything, I was able to make up a lot of ground, so I can afford to do that now. Because I cut it pretty close with the Leviathan's return. Let's get some Sith. Because it would be nice to have like that Sith Empire Trooper Kron being active right now. But he did his job. He bought us time to the ultimate. Tweak the audio. I feel like we're a little loud. Alright, let's blow him up. What is this? 2 matches in a row? My Starkiller, something going on. Alright, I just need an auto. We'll probably talk about Ahsoka a bit. I have finally watched the episodes. We watched them yesterday. And the quick version is, I like it, but I've got issues. Like, I'm probably like a 6.5 out of 10 on it. Where, I mean, I'm pretty strict with how I rate things. Like, for something to get an 8, 9, or 10, it's got to be pretty close to excellent. A 7 is a fantastic score for me. Like, a lot of things are going to be a 7. So for Ahsoka to be, like, for me, a meh thing is 5. And then only things that are bad fall below a 5. Because I try to be like a true average with this kind of stuff. Not like school grades where a 70 is failing. Or a 60 is failing. Like, that's not how we do things here. Alright, let's keep it moving. Let's gas the Revan. Did I have any plan for gas? Yeah, we had no plan for gas. We'll use gas here. And we'll get more into things. I keep forgetting to put the Qui-Gon Datacron down. Alright, I want the Galactic Republic one. We've got this Datacron here for stacking crit damage. Let me just make sure we got yeah, let's get the speed up on the basic and get into it. Yeah, so Ahsoka, it was more good than bad. With the first several minutes of the show, I was really liking it. And then as all the Rebels stuff started happening, I started having problems. And it wasn't so much that it was Rebels in and of itself. Like, I've watched probably a third of Rebels. Like, I'm in season 2 right now. But I know a lot of what happens in season 3 and season 4 only because I've watched YouTube's videos on certain parts of it. Because there was a time when I didn't think I was going to watch it. And I watched spoilery YouTube videos at that point. So I know, like, the broad strokes. Let's basic. We'll use that on somebody else more deserving, like Revan. Or not on Revan. Yeah, so I'm not, like, lost while I watch Ahsoka, but I do try and think about these things as if I was an audience member who didn't have all that context. And I don't know how you, like, if you don't know what goes on in Rebels or who these characters are. I don't know, I just don't like the choice that this feels like Rebels season 5 or season 6. There was 4 seasons of Rebels, right? I don't like how it's like Rebels season 5. I wanted this to be like Ahsoka's show. Like, I'm an Ahsoka fan. Like, she's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I wanted more of that. And instead we're getting something that's not where she's at risk for being a side character in her own show like Mando was in season 3. And I just so that the lore can be serviced in a way that I don't think the lore should be front and center. Like, the lore is a side character to me. It's something that makes the world more rich and interesting. It's not the feature. It's something for fans to go dive deeper in. But what's been happening lately is it keeps becoming the predominant aspect of these shows. And not just the Star Wars shows. Marvel's doing it too. And I think it's a misunderstanding of what a lot of fans like in this stuff. Yeah. Like, I think the executives are not understanding. Well, there's 2 things going on. One, there's the potential issue of the executives not understanding that fans complaining about lore is not that they want to be serviced by lore. They want things to be true to lore, which is not equivalent. And then you have Filoni, who I think now he... Oh my God. What? Did he not do his AoE? Was I not paying attention? Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I have no idea what happened. That's usually just such a straightforward one. Although, what can mess that up? Oh, he had the... Okay. I did not account for the Omicron, or the Datacron. And that probably made the difference. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What was my plan for Hux? Oh, I was going to do Rex testing up against Hux. Do I still want to do that? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Okay, what's going on up top? Let's do something fun so I can just enjoy this match again, because I'm irritated from that Starkiller match ending after 2 minutes. What do we want? What basic speed? Nah, I think I want this dispel chance. Do I? No, it up against certain teams, if they're trying to control Swolo, that can matter. I don't think it's going to matter this time. Maybe I want... Let's just do... Oh, I want some health steal. That's what I want. Let's do this. Because Solo doesn't have a... The team in general doesn't have a lot of recovery, and the more recovery they have, the more of a pain they can be. Alright. Yeah, we go under stealth. Target Maul. Let's go down to 1 speed, and let's see if we get the good RNG. And it looks like no Datacron. So hopefully this is a one-shot. Yes! It's much more reliable in 3v3. And I love it when it works. Okay. See, this makes me feel better. Like, this is how things are supposed to go. And kind of an antidote to the irritation. Alright, let's... I was going to Merrin this. The only reason I'm hesitant to Merrin this is we know it works. And maybe I'd like to use Merrin up against something else, something new. I don't want to do it up against Hux, though, because I think I did that last time and it did not work because of how he messes up the bonus turn meter. Because, like, Daka doesn't get the turn meter and then it blows. Let's just do this. This is just kind of turning into my solution to Finn. Alright, let's go after Resistance Hero. I don't remember where I left off on my rant about Star Wars and Ahsoka and lore. I know I was talking about the issue of lore. These shows becoming very lore forward in a way I didn't think I would have a problem with. I'm having a little problem with. But the bigger issue, it wouldn't be so much of an issue if the dialogue was better, because like these scenes are really falling flat for me. Like, I don't really have so much of a problem with the story, like with the plot. The plot's fine, that's working, but you have these very inert scenes, like especially the scenes between like Ahsoka and Sabine, or Ahsoka and Hera, or really any of the character moments between Ahsoka and the Rebel characters, because they're written and they're shot with the assumption that the audience is just going to understand and assume that these relationships are important, but the dialogue doesn't reflect that. The dialogue doesn't help bring any audiences along with the characters, and I don't feel like they're talking in a way a character would ever actually be talking. So it's something where I'm just dissatisfied. Okay, I think he was going to be a 1GL person. We're just going to... I think we're going to JML this, right? Not JMK, because we got to take 2 characters out at once, so JMK is not going to work. Do I want Bastila in this? Or we just do this? Yoda Skywalker? I think we just do this. We'll take this Kron, because we can't put it on Qui-Gon, because I'm a fool. Okay, let's blow him up. Stun everybody, and let's just get to work. Or actually, do I want to just... No, we got to get to work like this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I should be no, we just need him in the yellow. That's all I need. Okay, let's do a hit, because then we can reset it as soon as we do. Oh, fine. Alright. We'll call an assist, get rid of some of these. No, let's stun. Call an assist. Call another one. Sure, let's do this. Take a bit. Oh my god. This day. Okay. He's down to the yellow. Let's hit this. Now we can hit him. I'm gonna lose this. What is going on today? I'm really frustrated. Should I have just done JMK first and taken out Cal? Because now what am I going to do? Alright, we're going to find a way through this, but it's going to be a disaster. Or this already might be unsalvageable because of that. Let's blame it on the Jawas. Because the Jawas want to take one from me. Let's do some testing and have some fun. I guess we do Rex here. I want to do it with the clones. Only because the Omicron is more intended for 3v3, but I feel like we've tested this a few times. Yeah. Is that it? A 50% chance to dispel all buffs on the target and inflict armor shred. If my... Let's just do it. Okay. I mean, there's not really enough buffs where it matters. Let's do this. Jawas taking a match for me. Okay. I mean, it's not... It doesn't tell us anything. Poe's not a team. That's filler. JTR, like we could JKR that, but maybe we want to hold on to JKR just in case. Let's do Scout Trooper here up against Nute. Well, what kind of trooper team do I want to... Do I want... This is probably a bad idea. This is a bad idea. No, because with Django... I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do what works here. And I think the JTR will do the Scout Trooper testing. Because I don't want to mess around with Django. Django's just going to kill me. Alright, let's mark our friend. Let's go after Droideka quick. Perfect. We'll hit now. Let's keep him alive. We're just gonna basics. Yeah, we're just letting them take their turns. Let them take the turns. I don't want Nute out because I want to use him to help generate turn meter when the damage immunity finally comes off. We want to create a little TM train. Not gonna give any bonus turn meter because I don't want them to take the turns. We will mark. Okay, and we will pay the taxes because that'll give them a little bit of turn meter. Are you kidding me? Alright, we gotta go after Django because he's the problem, and we just lost Veers, which means we just lost the unique. Okay. All right. Feel like a lot's been going wrong this week. Okay, we will do the testing here. We'll see how this goes. This could be potentially interesting. Now the question is that what I want to do, or do I want... Maybe it's time we put the... I think this is going to be a mess. Let's do it. I just don't believe in this. Okay, we'll crit. Let's get some speed up. We remove turn meter and go. We'll land an armor shred, but I don't feel like... I feel like this can spiral out of control very quickly. Like, I don't feel comfortable with how this is going. We'll basic... Okay, we can what? All right, fine. Not crazy about it. Like if I had relics on Death Trooper, maybe we'll take Death Trooper up to gear. Well, we'll definitely take troopers up to gear 12, so that, well, we gotta do it for the raid anyway. But so some of this stuff would work better, because like the reason you're not seeing me use Death Mark is because I know it's not going to take them out. Yeah. It's just the punching up opportunities, maybe in 5v5. In 3v3, I'm just not feeling it. At least with Gideon lead. But I've heard there's issues with the other leads. But, alright. Never Savage that, but maybe we can... What do we want to do? Can we just Shaak T this? Because I would like to keep some of the other good teams for down below. And there's 2 droids here. This should work fine. Okay. All right. Let's call the assist. Stuns. Okay, that gets rid of that problem. Now, I think we are going to go after B2. Because he was under stealth and he wouldn't counter, but I think BB, or not B2, BB8. I will do it again, because I kind of just want to take him out. Okay. And from here, we feel good. God, those Jawas. Alright, let's beat these other battles and then we'll see what we can do. Alright, Hux. I think I can I Savage a Hux? I feel like I've tried this before, and what happened? I don't think it worked. I think the Foresight stopped Savage from working. I think we can Hondo? Can I Hondo a Hux? Have I done that before? Let's try it. So do Qira. This feels reckless and dumb. Let's throw this on Hux. Let's go after Sith Trooper. Okay. I don't know if we bought enough time. A little scared. We're starting to get to the point where I'm going to do some damage. Okay, I think we're good now. I'm going to keep controlling Hux because he's kind of the engine here. Sith Trooper is the one is the threat. So we're going to work on taking him out. He's gone now. Sure, let's throw it on TIE Pilot. So I don't got to deal with all that Foresight in the Ami. And real nice one. Just, this is why I love Hondo. Although he's a lower banner counter to things. Which is why you see him on defense fairly frequently. How do we want to clean this up? Do we think somebody like... Ooh, let's let Tarfful do it. Let's make it Tarfful's job. Tarfful will bring in Vandor and Zelbar. I don't like it. Yeah, let's get rid of the debuffs. We'll land the provoked. I will throw this onto Zelbar, give him a little protection up. Throw an armor shred over on Annie. Call the assists. Stun him. Awesome. From here, we're good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try some things now. And I think what we need to do is I think we're just going to take out Cal Kestis. Like, we're going to just shoot for a full clear. Because the back wall, I think we're going to see some easy stuff. It's going to be Second Sisters, Ewoks, Geos, Dooku is what I'm expecting. And like the reason, like we don't have a way to get out Rey and Swolo with this. We can't win it. But we can eliminate Cal and give myself a better chance with another team. So I think that's how we're going to play it. Like I think, well, what needed to happen was Jawas to not steal a match. That would have been great. Alright, let's take out Cal Kestis. Boom. And, I guess we'll... Let's see if we can at least get him into the yellow. So that maybe in the next match we have a better opportunity. I guess let's just go after Rey. Because we can land healing immunity and have some control. See if we can keep him alive. Okay, that's the yellow there. And the, I don't know if I would like to do it. No, let's just land a healing immunity onto Rey. Well, let's do this too. We'll land an armor shred there. And if we can just keep a healing immunity on Rey, maybe that helps us next time. Okay. I don't think maybe we can land an armor shred. I'm just kind of assuming I can't. Okay, there's the damage immunity. There goes my friend. Can you just... I just want to keep the healing immunity. Okay. I don't know, that feels nice. Now, who do I think can do it, though? Like, I think I've tried Wampa before. Wampa doesn't work. We could do... You know what I want to... We're going to do something risky. That might be a bad idea. I think I want to do this. And the reason is because if we can get to Annihilate, we can take out Swolo and not have to be concerned about Swolo. Because everything else, like let's say my concern is if I bring in Aphra now, I can't use her later. And I feel confident Aphra can probably clean it up. But I don't know if she can win outright right now. So let's go for it. Maybe we quit if this is going poorly. It's going pretty poorly though. And we could just do it for fun. Let's throw an isolate over there. Oh, here we go. Actually, that works out great because yeah, he triggered. Oh, can I not do it? Oh, does he have that? Does he have the instant defeat immunity? Yeah, I forget that's a thing sometimes. Does that come off ever, or does that just stay on permanently? I just forgot that was a thing with these characters. It just stays on the whole time, right? Yeah, okay. We'll try it the other way. We'll just try it with Aphra. Because I made a strategic error in forgetting about that. Because what else is going to work here? It's got to be Aphra. I just don't know if we're going to get enough time. Let's do that. Okay, we'll do this. Come on. Torture. Yeah, we haven't built up enough potency yet. I don't know if we will. Hopefully. No, it's over. We're not going to survive this. I should probably stop right now. Was just kind of hoping that maybe we could have taken out Rey and let it time out or something. Did she get her health back? Where's she with health? No. Oh, you know what would be awesome? Merrin, because she... No, not Merrin. Malgus would be awesome. Malgus would be really awesome. Should I do like Vader? Like what if we did like this? No. Let's try this. We're just gonna do this. And if somebody dies, we're gonna let it time out. I should have done that when we took out Swolo for a moment. I keep trying to make it Ray, but maybe I shouldn't make it Ray. Maybe we just gotta take out... Alright, I'm stopping here. I'm gonna pause so you guys don't have to wait for 4 minutes, but this is what we're doing. Okay, we're back. Now we just have the unfortunate predicament of I don't think I have anything left I can clean up a Ray. Like, I guess we'll try Wampa, but I'm fairly certain Wampa can't do it. Oh, we have Jedi Knight Revan. Never mind. Never mind. Because we have this with a Basticron. I mean, maybe it won't do it, but I feel like this is my best shot. It's either this or Raddus, and I don't think Raddus will do it. I'm pretty sure Wampa doesn't work. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I've tried that before, and it doesn't work. We'll see what happens. If this fails, we'll do Wampa. Let's call the assist on Basti because she has the possibility of landing ability block, and ability block does matter with Rey, although this is going bad. I don't think we're doing enough attacks quickly enough, because we're not really getting her to the red. Okay, now she's in the red. She's healing. Let's get the turn meter. Let's mark. She's gonna blow us up. I'm going to move the strategic advantage because maybe it'll help with recovering a little bit of protection. Let's save that. Save it. Alright, we mark. Oh! Okay. Let's get to this back wall. We just gotta hope my defense holds. If my defense holds, we might be able to win this thing. I don't know. Yeah, because we can clear this, no problem. Let's just Mon Mothma this. Not Mon Mothma, Wampa the Mon Mothma. We probably got to be a little bit careful figuring out a couple of these things. Just because, like, Geos and stuff, we're running low on counters. Just auto right now. It's at least not a version with Cara Dune and Kyle Katarn. Probably because he doesn't have Starkiller. If my defense holds, we might win. That's my only opportunity to win, though. But he's got 4 GLs for offense, so he's got a lot. And his defense, other than the Jawas stealing Starkiller from me, like, the defense wasn't too strong, which is to say his offense is going to be very strong. That's how he's winning matches. Is he's not winning matches because of his defense. He's winning matches on offensive efficiency. Because he's got everything there. He's got it. Well, I got to click on what's his face. We got to at least take out Biston. All right, take out Biston. Let's just get rid of Rebel Trooper. All right, I need to take over because it's now that time. Okay, we'll hit Pathfinder. Okay. Let's do the roar, because the roar might be what takes her out. Roar. We're probably going to take out Mon Mothma. Oh, here we go. Here's my opportunity. Okay. Now, we can nest the Ewoks. I've got nest, right? Yeah, we got nest. Let's add on, I don't know, not that. Offense. This match has killed my ability to rant. I got nothing left to say. It's one of, I don't remember what I was saying. I was very upset with the Jawas getting into the machine, stealing parts, ending that match early. At least, I hope it was early and I wasn't talking very long and just wasn't paying attention to the clock. I guess that's possible. I don't think I was talking that much. Alright, we got Geos where... What do you want to use? We'll probably just do Raddus at this point. Because you got when you're left with junk, which we are. Like, it's a position where the Geos could cause problems. Wait, do I have sortie? No, okay. Oh, I should have put a Datacron on. That was my bad. Alright, we land the debuffs, we do this thingy. Do that thingy. These exposes will hopefully do some stuff. We got some AoEs. Debuffs. The debuffs matters because there is some synergy with the debuffs. We just got to get to the upload or the download, whatever it is, with Raddus. It's probably... He's downloading. They're uploading to Raddus. Alright, let's blow him up. Now we got Cere Junda, we can probably throw... Oh, second sister, do we need to respect you? Do I need to respect second sister? That's kind of a question. Oh, we got Padme. No, we don't. We do not have to respect Second Sister, because we can do this. Speed up on basic force. Well, I guess it's technically Ahsoka is going to get foresight. Yeah, let's do it. Unless Jedi allies grant a buff, gain turn meter. Yeah, I think I want the stacking damage though. Let's do that. Oh, maybe the turn meter would have been better. Alright, let's get the protection up. They'll start landing debuffs, and none of it's going to matter pretty soon. Alright, we do a kick. The shatter point. They're not really landing all that much of the purge, so we're not getting too many stacks of courage. But that's why this is a stronger counter, is because the courage mechanic makes it so the debuffs from the Inquisitors are our weakness. And for the Seps, let's do Cere Junda, because she's my favorite character. Did I choose the right characters? I definitely clicked on them in the wrong order. Okay, we're good. Are you kidding me? Fine. Alright, do I get my hit yet? Give me my hit. Alright, let's see if we can take him down. No, so close. Alright, now we do it. Dooku down, now it's over. Let's just auto, because I don't care. We gotta just check now the fleet and see if it's possible for us to full clear. He probably saved Leviathan for offense. I don't know, I think he can full clear. You hate a match to come down to a thing like that could potentially happen here. Alright, let's... We're gonna do I want a Profundity mirror? This is what we do. Profundity, Executor, we 2-hit. I guess we 2-hit it, and then we can... Well, then how are we handling the Chimera is the only thing, because Malevolence would be ideal here. So I guess maybe what we do, if we do Malevolence Chimera, Profundity Executor, and then we need the Scythe to work up against the Profundity. So let's gamble with that. Because that would be the cleanest way to do things. Maybe I should bring in the Defender. No, just in case. We'll bring in the Reaper. We'll play it like this. I hate doing this. Because there's so much RNG in this. And like we haven't like hit our... We're not landing the debuffs that I really care about. Can you take him out, please? Do I want... No, I want him to die. We're not gonna put protection up. Just, can you please take him out? Just take them out. This is taking too long. He's gonna get to the ultimate. Like, they still haven't taken anybody out. And now I lose the Scythe. Okay. Hit them with the bombs. Can we take out the Outrider? Please let me... Yeah, it's because it took too long in the opening. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. We took out the Y-Wing though, so we'll stick with it. But I don't... You can't really pick this apart once you lose the bomber. It's just, when it comes to the Chimera, like what does he have here? He's got the bomber, TIE fighter. The Sith fighter is going to come out. Yeah, no. We're going to play with the Malevolent. We're going to play it the way that I'm thinking. Yeah. And we try and keep picking apart the Profundity. I think that's still our best option. I won't need this then. It's just the Chimera is not really going to work up against the Exec. Well, there's a couple reasons why. We don't have the bomber, because that's on defense. And because I don't have relics on my Iden. But it does mean, so he's gonna have to do... He could get stuck on... He might not be able to get through my fleet. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take out Vader quickly. Just Even though maybe I should have gone for the bomber. Okay, bomber's down. Good. Clear the foresight. Let's hit it. So he doesn't have a Scythe fleet then. So he's got to deal with Finalizer and Raddus, Leviathan, Negotiator, Malevolence. That's his offense. And he's going up against my Leviathan, so he'll do like a Leviathan mirror. He'll Malevolence. He'll have to try and two-shot the Executor. If he two-shots the Executor, let's just say he burns a fleet and then does the Malevolence counter. Then that leaves him Finalizer to go after the Negotiator, Finalizer, Red. Like, it's possible. It's not an easy road, though. Let's do this. I need to take mods off my gauntlet pilot so that thing can just die fast. But that's why I hate that counter. Like, I got Gear 11 pilots, like, it's easy. You need certain things to happen for that one. Things that are out of your control, and that's just what I don't like about it. But we did get the biggest component, which is taking out the bomber. So maybe we got a shot still. All right. Houndstooth is down. Let's take out Mando. Come on, man. I can't believe the amount of things is not working out for me this round. RNGesus does not favor me today. Alright, let's get rid of the marked. Alright. Now the gamble. Can I pick this apart? I think we'll lead with the Chimera, because it's our strongest fleet at this point. Do I do that? Or do we want this as... Yeah, let's go with that. Sure. Alright, Vader's down. That's not great. Oh, man. Alright, let's hit dash. This is terrible. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. This is what I was saying, like this is a really bad fleet to try and pick apart. Okay. And if I don't full clear, we're not winning this. He'll match me on other things, and we lost too many banners elsewhere. Alright, there goes our tank. Should I just try and take out Ghost? What if I did that? Jeez, come on. What does it matter? We're gonna do Hondo, but Holdo is not gonna do well here. Because Hondo, everything that makes Hondo work is not gonna work up against this fleet. I should have picked apart the Chimera. It's just, I've gotten stuck on the Chimera before. But where would I rather be stuck? Alright, there goes my tank, because we got Gear 12 pilots. And there goes that. Like, this is over. Yeah, over. We'll throw in the Raven's Claw, but I made a wrong call. Okay, and there goes that. And this one is dead. Let's just forfeit. We don't need to watch this. Okay, not getting a full clear. Yeah, I should have Profundity, Mirrored, and then Malevolence, the Executor, do a 2 takedown. But it's just, we would have been left with Finalizer, the ships you saw, up against the Chimera, which the Chimera was just as likely to do the same. So it's possible we wouldn't have cleared fleet in any scenario. What it really means is I really need that relic on Iden, and I need relics on certain more pilots, so that certain things become a little bit more reliable. But also it probably means I need to take some mods off of my gauntlet, so my gauntlet's weaker and it dies, because that's what really cost me. I don't really regret the decision of trying the route that we did. I think it was the way to go. I just needed to get through the Profundity, and we didn't. It was the right call. No, it was the right call. It just didn't work out, which is why I was iffy on it. So we'll see how Spanky does, or Cheeser. It's his match to lose. Ball is in his court. As long as if he matches, he gets to fleet. Even if he can't full clear fleet, he's probably going to beat me on banners. So we'll check in the morning. This is a likely loss on my part, but we've got a chance. Just because he has a shallow roster, we've seen already this week I had a defense where 2 territories didn't get cleared. We saw that last week as well. Could happen again. He could struggle up against some of these teams and not be able to clear. So we'll see what happens. Congrats to my opponent, Spanky in Game and Cheezer01 over on Twitch for the win. I didn't capture footage of the end screen. CG gives us an hour to capture that footage. And I don't want to wait a day to post this until the Grand Arena history update so that we can break down the teams that he used. I want to get this out a little bit faster. So we're just going to make do with this. What I'm most happy about is he full cleared me. And this didn't come down to banners because we did have the Jawas eat the Starkiller Wraith Swolo battle, which would have completely messed up banners, and it would have been one of those situations that would have been a bittersweet loss where we wouldn't have known what could have been. The way things are though, he won clean because I could not full clear and he did, and it doesn't matter that Jawas ate a battle earlier in the match. So that is ideal, even though this was kind of a mess for me. It is a clean win for him because I failed to do the job that I needed to do. He does not have footage of my part of the match over on Twitch. There's a dumb thing that Twitch does where in order to record the footage on their end, you have to toggle a thing. It's not toggled on by default. It's something he didn't know about. It's something I didn't know about when I first started doing the Twitch stuff, and I didn't have the first couple streams captured. It's something I had to be told about and figure out on my own, and it's hopefully something that he'll be able to do in the future. But congrats to him. We'll do the Grand Arena history in the next Grand Arena video. And we will wrap it up there. We will have a roster update coming out prior to the next Grand Arena week coming out. I just got to do a little bit of editing. We already captured that footage. But thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.